Goeienaand, good evening, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world. Now, we have two separate people who've come forward and said they were able to very easily vote several times in the election on the 8th of May in South Africa. I'll let them explain how they did it. They appear to be valid reports, and you make your own determination, but I think that electoral system sucks. And I'm sure that the ANC, if this does work, and it appears that it did work, are right in on the game. And you wonder how many illegitimate votes were cast yesterday, or on the 8th of May in South Africa. All right, guys, please remember to subscribe to be kept informed. The video's coming right away. And remember to ring the bell, and have a great evening. Bye for now.
We've just heard from a lady in Barberton that she was able to vote 3 times today, going to different voting stations, and we're going to see if this is true, number 1, and number 2, even try it ourselves. Hopefully that won't get us into trouble, but I think in the interest of all South Africans, this is something that cannot be allowed ever, and that's what we're trying to find out. So the lady told me, when asking her the question, what about your thumb? She said, no, you can just rub it off.
I went in, they scanned my ID, and they gave me a little paper, and they say, you're not registered here, you're registered at the town hall, but you may vote here. And when I asked them why they don't take off my name, they said, no, my name is not on there, that will be at the municipality in Barberton. That's where I registered. So I didn't vote there, and I went out to the municipality, and when I got there, I went inside, and I said to the lady at the door with the scanner for the IDs, I said to her, there's my little paper, they just scanned me in, can I go in and vote? And she looked at me and she took the paper and she threw it one side, and she scanned my ID again, and there's another paper. And I said to her, it can't work like this. Supposed to be, if you scan my ID once, it should have told you now that I already scanned and I'm ready for voting. How can I be scanned in twice and the scanner doesn't pick up that I already scanned my ID? And she said to me, no, it's because I wasn't at the voting station where I was registered, but now it won't pick it up again. And I said to her, okay. And I went back to the lady at the door and I said to her, please scan my ID. So she scanned my ID again, and there the little paper was. And I took the paper and I went back to her and I said to her, okay, there. Now I've been scanned in 3 times. And she said to me, yeah, but I mustn't worry because they're going to mark my thumb and then everything will be okay. And I said, okay. I went back and I said to them, okay, I want to vote, and I gave them my ID and the little paper, and they sent me to the next one, and that was the person who marked my thumb. And
what did they use to mark your thumb?
That was a coca pen, and it was like in purple. So I went to the next table and they gave me my ballot papers, and from there I went to the station and I marked what I want to mark, and I fold it up and I put it into the box. As soon as I went out, I put my thumb in my mouth, lick it with my tongue, and I wipe it against my denim, and there the mark was off. So I thought, okay, I can go vote again. So I went back to the missionary where I was before, because I know my name is not there. So I went in there and I said to them, they were laughing at me because I came back, and I said to them, I visit a friend. And I decided I'm going to vote there. So I went in and I vote, and they were scanning at the door again. It doesn't do anything, it just gives you the little paper. So I went in and I gave it to the lady, and she verified my ID, and she said, okay, you can start voting. So I went to the next table and they make a mark on my thumb, and I look at the thumb and I lick it and I clean it against my denim, and I took my ballot papers, marked my stuff, put it into the box. So I went to Barberton High School and I walked in there, scanned my ID, go to the lady, she said to me, yeah, but you are registered at the municipality. I said, yes, I know that, but I want to vote here. And she said, no problem, take my little paper, verify my ID, went to the second table, they put the mark on my thumb, I lick it. The third one was actually a bit harder than the other two to clean, but it cleaned easily. So I did what I had to do, fill in the papers, put it into the ballot box. That was the third time. How many times do you want me to vote?
So that was Mrs. M just outside Barberton giving us an account of what happened today. And we're going to put it to the test now. Right, so our first stop is going to be one of the voting stations, I'd say 6 kilometers maybe outside Barberton. And the name of the voting station is St. John's. It took me about not even 10 minutes, maybe even 5 minutes to get to vote. Interesting is that I'm registered in Nelspruit, and there was no checking if I can vote here or can't vote here. Piece of paper that came from checking my ID, and then I went on to having my thumbnail inked, and as you can see, it is still very much there. Now I'm going to put it to the test. How good is this ink? Let's see. Okay, so whilst I'm driving to the next voting station, I've just been rubbing my nail, and I don't know about you, but I can't see anything there. And of course that's my right hand, that is my left hand. But that bit of ink that he has put there, the gentleman helping me, it's gone. I am here at the next voting station in the middle of Barberton, and I'm gonna put this to the test. And of course it's a risk on my side, but if I don't do this, we will never know. So I am registered in Nelspruit, but I can vote here. Okay.
Can you please give me this one?
Which one? Oh, right or left?
Left.
Left.
Yeah, please don't fight with me.
No, I won't fight with you.
Yeah, I wanna do like this because they've done something wrong. So my bosses inside are fighting over me.
Are they fighting with you?
Yeah, so please don't fight with me.
Okay, now that's a good mark. I like that.
Exactly.
That you cannot miss.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. So there you can see a definite mark, and from what I've been told here at the voting station, the ink man said to me his bosses are very angry, and he should be doing the ink more permanently. So this one, now I'm battling. Now it's a different story. So I won't be able to vote again. But as you might see, and I hope I recorded it correctly, what I did on these ballot papers, just to stay above the law, was to null and void them. So I marked, I think, the first 10 parties on both papers, just to be on the right side of the law. So I was able to vote twice in Barberton. What was interesting is that I entered the door, they scanned my ID, and they gave me a piece of paper, and I went on to the desk where you have to fill in a form if you're not registered at that particular voting station, something which didn't happen at the other voting station. At that voting station, I got a piece of paper, I got inked, which I rubbed off within the next 10 minutes, and I cast my vote. So that's my vote for today. This vote, I voided the vote by ticking all the top 10 boxes, but I was still able to vote.